Big run means big business. 2 goals in his Manchester United Premier League debut to immediately shut up his critics. My favourite moment of the match was his second goal, where Masuoka was laughing at his own jokes and Lukaku was stone-faced. Got to love the contrast. He only relaxed when he buried Mkhitaryan's free kick. Not only was it a pivotal moment in the game at 1-0, but significantly, it hinted Lukaku knows the responsibility that comes wearing a famous red jersey and the level of expectation born from the 75 million price tag. The first goal, when Lukaku's shot smacked from the inside of the bar and trickled into the net, highlighted the other side of his game. His intelligence, especially after that offside moment versus Real Madrid, has been questioned, but his movement on the counter, which allowed Rashford to slide in the perfect through ball, was quite clever. Such a move would have been difficult with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and it serves as an example to what Lukaku brings. He's now scored 11 in 13 versus West Ham, and they'll need Lukaku against these sorts of teams as they were the type they dropped silly points against last season. There's stuff he can work on, but let's not dwell on that today. Moving on, Matic and Pogba ran the game, quite literally. They were at the heart of everything good about United today. It was Matic's interception which sparked the breakaway leading to Lukaku's first goal, and Matic was also responsible for one of the best moments of the game when his skills on a touchdown got him away from several markers. From then on in, a tight match opened up, and as United fans have been screaming, Matic's presence freed up the game for Pogba. He scored the last goal of the game by driving into space and smashing it home when Lukaku's run provided a distraction. He then played a big punt Anthony Martial's goal and had a selection of tricks and passes throughout the game. What I liked the most is that he kept it simple, only flashing sporadically when it was necessary. Far too often he doesn't strike the right balance, see versus Real Madrid. Today was more like it. If I'm going to add one more thing about Pogba's performance, despite my critiques over the year, he is still a prodigious talent and I'd love to see him express himself to the fullest extent, whilst learning how to be productive at the same time. Maybe in a trio with Matic and Herrera, this can happen. Finally, I'd just like to say, I cannot remember the last time United played with such verve and dynamism. Rashford was torturing Zabaleta all game, Mkhitaryan was a creative spark, and Martial made an impact off the bench. All 3 made amazing runs at some point during the match, and all 3 will need to find a level of consistency because they will be the difference between United that controls matches but cannot finish, like last season, and one that buries teams like today. The only person not to impress me was Juan Mata, and he was the first player to be subbed. If it's possible to obtain Gareth Bale or even Perisic, I'd imagine Mata will be the first casualty from the starting lineup. Okay lads and ladettes, hit me with your opinions. What are your expectations for Manchester United this season? I'm pegging them as second favourites in a 3-way title race with City and Spurs. Ultimately, outside of Lukaku, I don't quite see enough goals in them, but they have the robustness to take City all the way and leave Spurs a little bit behind in third. Sign another forward however, and I'm changing my mind. I've been Scoop, and I'm scoping out.